yeah, yeah. And he just grabbed your hand, and I did in this case, and then we walked, and I really went back to the beginning, where I came here on Earth, and I felt my enthusiastic and the glow and saw everything. And then we walked farther, and then I felt all the past lives where I was the guilty one.
Oh, naughty girl.
Yeah. So it was really, it was a tough one, but together, because he was there to be there with me. So then we walked just right through that. So that really impresses me.
Yeah,
And so
that sounds amazing.
We had a few rounds, and I walked through many things together. So I'm still blown away a bit from what all happened. And yeah, that's beautiful.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's quite profound sometimes, some of these things that, you know, when you go deeper,
Yeah.
What comes through and what you can realize, that's what's trapped deep down inside of yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. And it keeps going on, and this opens and that opens. And I've been working for about 20 years now in my system to get things out. But this is so much deeper, and it shows it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Exciting.
I was blessed.
So today then you want to look at any chords.
Yep. And I've been preparing myself for it, and I wrote it down. So I think the best way is that I just read the stuff. Is that a good idea?
Yes.
So because I prepared it in the English, so you can understand what I'm saying. It's about contracts and beliefs. I emigrated from America to the Netherlands at the age of 5 without my father coming along. I only spoke English at that time, and this has such an impact on me that I didn't ask for him anymore. I got a stepfather who also spoke English, and I was so scared of him that I refused to speak English anymore. And I have the feeling that on this part there is a blockage. And at the birth of my son, I looked at him and made a commitment to take care of him because no one else will. And that's my old stuff with my father. I feel that this is connected with it. And I said, I am responsible for you, for him. And this has been such a strong statement that I've been consciously feeling and wearing this for 30 years now. He continues to lean on me, does not trust anyone. I can come and the closest at him, and still he's not showing everything. In attending, he also pushes me away and does not approve my ideas and life path. Let me, but he also says that we are completely different. He does not want to talk to him as a therapist, but he does lean on me when the water gets too high on his lips. And he panics and puts his problem to me, and then falls back into the same pattern to avoid accountability. And so that was a line in this. And at my work, my manager made us promise to stick to the corona guidelines. And this felt like a contract to me. And after that, I panicked that I had to do this and would get stuck in it again. So for me, it's like, wow, okay, I have something in contracts because it's so tough.
So it's fear, isn't it? It's a fear-based issue that you have regards to all of this. Is the fear of loss, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fear of loss. commitment. It's not that you're not committed, it's just that your fear of writing a contract.
Yeah, and there's some things attached to it too, and that is the accountability and promise pattern. And if I take responsibility for something or promise something, I fixate it in myself, and I can no longer and it can't go out. And I will continue to wander in my system until I do what I promise. And I chain myself. The longer it takes, the more the focus is on this, and I get out of my relaxation, and my energy is lost to this, and I have to get stuck before I allow myself to look at the chain again to see if this is correct. So it's a pattern, a deep one, and it makes that my day program is quite full, and I already start this day with everything that I was left for the previous days. And I'm hard to other persons too. If they promise something, I feel like, okay, hey, you promise, so you have to do. And if you don't do, you just say, hey, sorry, I can do it, or don't make a promise, because what is promise? So the word promise is for me like a secret. How do you call it? Heiligdom. Yeah, I don't know the translation for that one.
I understand the it's something that's really very important, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's something going on there, isn't there? Sort of up here. So is there anything else that you would want me to sort of connect with that you can bring forward other than other these sort of things?
What do you mean? How do you mean that?
Is there anything else that you want to say?
No, there's one more.
Mm-hmm.
I did in preparation, and that's rejection. And I feel attacked when I'm addressed about something. I feel that I am not doing doing it right, and that I've been rejected. This goes deep into the core.
Core wound.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So you recognized all of these things, which is the first step, isn't it? The first step is to say, I see you.
Yeah.
Fabulous. Then you've been feeling it, obviously, because it's been seen. So now we place the intention to let go of all of these things.
Yeah.
So this is what we're going to go in and energetically detach. So energetically, we can come out of detaching from it. But the only thing with this is that we got to adjust the mind as well.
Mm-hmm.
So the mind it will hold a pattern. So your mind will hold on to that you believe that all of this is held within you.
Yeah.
So what I want you to do after is, with your bit of paper, I want you to tear it up.
Yeah. Burn it.
And then burn it. Do a little ceremony and say, this no longer serves me. My mind, no. Then I want you to afterwards is to write your new way of being. Yeah. So that's sort of coming through really strongly, is to write down who is the new Patricia. Because we see the old. It's almost like doing a moon ceremony, isn't it? But it's because the mind will reattach you when you start owning this again. And saying, I have this issue with these patterns. I have this issue because my father left me. And then you recreate it, and it all comes back again. So we've seen it, we're feeling it, we've made our intention to let it go. We're going to go in energetically and clear it, and let's then shift the mind into saying, let me see who the new person is then. So then sit down, And you, not with Robert, with you, sit down and say, what is it that I want to be, this strong, independent person that can observe others, watch other people, regardless of how they're behaving, because that's theirs. I know what I do is right for me, and I'm strong in my light, and I am strong in my mind, I'm strong in my energy, and I know what I want. And then list what you want. And then that adjusts the minds, and it upgrades the mind, and we're going to upgrade your energy, and then with that it should detach and keep the detachment of all of that, what you've been owning. Marvelous. Sounds good. Let's do it.
Yep.
Yeah, I liked it.
Nice subject.
So you know how I work, Patricia.
Yep.
I'm going to go in. We've set our intentions. I'm going to say that the only other thing is to say is that we're going to work into the light. We're going to expand your soul into the evolution of who you are energetically. So you're just going to push your energy out further, greater connection with your consciousness, and activate anything that needs to come in, as well as upgrade anything, any grid works and all of that, if that's okay with you. Okay, right. So we've set our intentions, and I'm just going to go in, and we're recording it as well, so that's good. Okay. Let me see what we get then. I'm just going to go into your energy field. So please give me permission to come into your energy.
I give permission.
Thank you. And what I want you to do is imagine that you're pushing your energy through the camera towards me. And then I can really connect. And then let go of everything that no longer serves you. Oh, I feel like you're going up on your toes, like your heels aren't down. Okay, thank you. Let's see what we get then, and we'll unpack it afterwards. We'll look at what happened after. Okay, I'm just going in, access. Just let go of the physical body. If you get any twitches or if any light language comes out, you just speak it. Don't hold back on anything. Just feel it. If you feel that you want to physically shake, then do so. Whatever comes through for you, but just observe and listen in. And that. Okay, I'm just going into your energy field now. It's like a fortress. It's like, it's got lots of energy that I need to get through. Okay, that. This is good. That. Yeah. That's you. Ja, to dawaj sian makiat. Da, siudo gara shuktur tur tatash. Da. To krasita da gara. Da. Okay, let's settle. Yeah. Yeah, tu gura. Yeah. Yeah, nama. Yeah, shoo. Yeah. Da. Da. Yeah. Siya na margareva. Gura betsi na margareva. Babasho. Babasho, but again, Namaka. Shamadagadagadagadamadagadagadamaka. Shubadagadamaka. Yeah, ba, shoo. That, see. Cha, shoo. Yeah, whoo. Yeah, shoo, yeah. Yeah, just settle in the physical body, please. Shoo. Yeah, ba, shoo. Yeah, see, see. Yeah, shoo, shoo. Shoo, shoo, shoo. Shoo, shoo, shoo. Use your breath. So as we breathe in, we're breathing in the light, and as we let go, it's with that outward breath with intention, letting everything go that no longer serves you, just to give you that sense of empowerment and using your breath to let it go. Nah.
I feel I think I'm so for to catch us at now cook at the Lama, Yam to the Yam, we are 2 years to get Kiri, what become Yam, I keep book a party, a tooth to Yama. Yeah, who you put?
Surantaish. Ya shuntogawa.
For you, moon, nothing and yet don't, but don't in Neka to put it on that to put a bottom.
Let it go with the breath. Yo. Yo, da better get in ma. Shugrantash. Shugrantash. Ki ansha. Kia. Yeah. Do the wish. Shanamagia. Shanamagia is shugruzyo. Shubaguzyo. Shuk to shot to shoo. Yeah. Yeah, to the way buranta da shanto gross.
Funa pina tia tonia tiria no malania da tania toto tania tia tu apania ni tu kure krida per pania na no yania. Ai tu punya tinia dum tu pia champa.
Tata gonna maguya. Yeah, the body gonna mogura tisha. Yeah, but I'm gonna makua.
Papa no mata na tata ya chata.
Da.
Nge champa.
Sigurno miligish.
We had the tania siria to kure ya tania chata muninata. Wa.
Bau shua.
No raja.
Tata gonna mia. Tata we sure. Let it go from the energy field, please. Mama bagioa. Si migiot. Lugranta dansha. Ki enshan anna. Kian tuku grushu. Kugranta desha. Ki anakiakia. Sio onomokuran. Ki siana makaia. Kugrana shanti. Kian tadigi an ki siana makaiwa ko o shuro no dur ta tanshata en veddo ta bashon to kuran da gi dan chata te shon to kuran ta I ki antai en abak ish kukuran Ki anto kurun to kurun ta Ki antai en amakai anashi. Siantai shantai 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 shanti. Kukuro shukuro makiata. Just let it go from the hands, please. Just let those hands move. They should be moving the twitch. Dawi, wawi, kiawa, wawi, wawi, kiawa. Dawi, perché non mai chiotto. Dawi, ama kia tato. Kia ana kia kia ta. Dawi. Dawi. Yawe, mawe, mawe, mam, dawi. Kian taye sure by enema kai wish. Ah, this sure to be anime. Shunma kiama kiana makianama. Guru ranta de shantukurba. Nana siana makiana makia. Surama. Kian taye sure me.
Super
Oh, yeah. Da 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 da. Yeah, da da da. Yeah. Do 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 do. Yeah. So if you feel that sort of spine needs to sort of go from side to side, just feel that movement through the spine and let it go. Just you might want to stretch it a bit and then push it out through the feet. Yeah. Just releasing that spine a little bit. Da 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 da. Yeah da 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 da. Kia ba du shu guru?
No.
Ne. Kia.
Never would you take the animal.
Ura.
Buramania Takarania Sia of Tunia Tadania. Oh, took the animal, Daniel, took to that city, Populita, took to that.
Ma. Oh. What? Ah, should be the animal. Shangyatadesh. Feels like I'm a little cleaner going in.
Yes.
Justin, little flicking here and there. It does, it honestly feels like.
I feel them. Like a shower.
That's true. Yeah, do wow. Just like that sort of just all sort of shake off, like you're just like oh yeah. Nice. Okay, that's good. So let's go in a little bit more. Kayogu ka. Kua kaiwa. Kua kaiwa. Kayugia kawa kaama. Kawi ema kawa ema.
Kaboto no obato sitatan
Kua ema.
Itania.
Why,
Tanya, put them done. Yeah, oh, you are.
Maui. You are Kaiwa. Makua Kaye.
I
Shuagia. Sukua.
yeah.
Mandaishua.
No.
Tayuyabakum. Shumakaye. Yangai enakawa. Detach, please.
Full?
Yeah. Oh, it feels like you just stood up a little bit taller, especially through the neck. That is, but that's a bit awkward. Super vocal bask.
Atana tia poto tia sita tunen ya jam do pata tatania to poto ti manana antu ajanya Something is stuck in my shoulder. In the neck shoulder.
It's okay. Just observe it. Just watch it. Just clearing it through a little bit deeper. Very, very deep within your energy field. How's that feeling? Is it still there or is it gone?
No, it's still there. It feels like now. I feel like a hole I can look in, and it feels like a galaxy. I'm just watching. It's like old.
It's just almost like sort of it's being seen now. It's going to be flushed through.
Yeah.
there's emotions in there. Let me just attach to any emotions, let them come forward, please. Sort of sorrow. It's like big, deep sorrow there. Wait a second. Allow that to come forward, please, Patricia. Oh, it's coming forward. There we are. Just really want you to let go. As I feel in that throat. Unspoken words. Just give permission for that to go and to heal, please. So deep loss. Open that box up. Yeah. Kia subai kia no moshi. Kia moshi kia na esia. Kia ma ai kia wesh. Tia baby subane ki. Santai en antai sayo. Kaya sonto ai naisi kia. Kaya ma kaya wantai e. Sie ki an ai sian a. Kubai en to pantais. Quantai entoyes conumaeum siaea siea cae urusiante siae cae amarae si aia eae Kiantorae Kosio Kiantae Siae Sianaram Kosi Siantenare Kiantenare Sie Kuru Sie Sie Kiantanara Sie Kayanataye Kianatea Kayanataye Nare Kura Siea Kihenara Sie Kura Kuri Sianharai Kiantenara Sie Guru Siantaye Anakai Si Siantaye Narai Yanare Asi Kunukatayam Kantanam Iya Kiantagaki Kunosiana Yanaki Kiantai Kunukasiante Sham Kiam Enara Marai Sie Cahendera Grande Sienara Unukai Esiman Enanare Naram Kai Sie Anare Anare Kanan Kai Kamokosie Kana Eshana Kai no Magian Ara Kia Magraye Siantoraye Siantaya Kiamakai Subaiko no Kawan Akai E Kai on atai en apai ki Siantai Kua Kai on akai an I eshan na e Shan o kai on mam tate e shantai ki. Koa kaya 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 ah kia. So allow this all to settle, please. Dara mia kiwama kai wish. Bakanto ka ba na mikia. Santo toba ana ka iwea maki. Teto ba susiban teki ano mokama. Teto ba kukan teki o ba kokos. Dada ban toka ba sisikiana te toto. Dato best kia anto ba wikia. Sasubana kiyama. So any sort of burps, any yawns or anything like that just come up. Let it just all flow out of you. So that integration is very important. Just allow that just to really integrate into your system. Okay, just let that integrate. I'm just going to get a tissue. Yeah. Oh. Oh, I say. How are you feeling? You okay? Oh. Oh, I can't hear you. Yeah, I still can't hear. Can you hear me okay? Strange. Yeah. I just muted you. It's still not, yeah, it's not coming through. That's really strange. It says that your mic is working. Yeah. That's weird. That's really strange. It's gone like that, isn't it?
Yeah?
Is it back?
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Speak again.
Yeah?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah.
Must have been all that energy. Must have pumped it out.
On one point, I heard you softer, and I think that was the moment.
Ah.
Yeah.
But you've got it on record, so you can sort of like watch that again, you know, and tune into the codes at that point.
I heard you. I heard everything.
Oh, okay, that's good then.
Yeah.
Okay. How are you feeling?
Stronger. More focused. I'm very in the focus now. And I feel that I have let go a very old grief.
Yeah.
I have a vision of that I'm all alone, and I'm the only one who survived. And since then, I'm looking for the souls that were gone at that point. That's in my system going on. And there is my grief. I feel that my grief attached to that point. And now we came into the area of that grief. And there was a lot of scareness of if I let go, that I let go of those souls. That opened it in my system. So I was afraid of letting them go because then no one will remember them. So that's why I kept holding on to the grief. So there I could let it go.
Yes.
And it felt like if you lose a lovely one, and the stages of grief in this life, this was the stages of grief from very long ago. So it's not from this life. Yeah.
It was very, 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 very old. It was like a real deep sort of when it went in. I was just like, I wanted to sob, like, you know.
Yeah.
It was really, I was just literally just sort of pouring out of me. It was coming up my nose and everything. I was like, oh. But yeah, just deep, deep sorrow. Let me just sort of tap in and see what that was all about. Let me just ask. Okay, it was off this planet. It wasn't of this planet. No. Da shuma ku kran tai wa ma ko shoto ba ye ma ki e ba papa ba shomikia. It was a great galactic war that scattered souls across the universe. Okay, I'm going to scattered souls across the whole of the universe. The souls just went, just scattered. I'm feeling quite upset actually. Wait a minute. There's a remembrance here for both of us. So they're saying it was to do with the Anunnaki. The Anunnaki in the Orion's belt. Oh, I'm getting all emotional. Wait a minute.
Yeah, I feel it too.
It's like history has said that the Anunnaki are really rotten peoples, and they were not. They were not. So it's written across all time and space that this was the case, but it was unwritten. It should be unwritten. This needs to be unwritten. The Anunnaki peoples are not of the dark. They had their understandings of survival, but their place of heart, their love and compassion for their people was so immense that they needed to find somewhere to come. And so they settled on Earth because it was a planet system that they needed to find somewhere for their loved ones to go to. And so this journey was had by many souls in torment of their loss and grief. Just let it go, because we see it. We see this. Yamasio ko asante ena kai e si e kian a. Kian tai e shomai kian e si e. And so we're stuck in this game of experience. Of suppressed emotions that these people never experienced before. For their lives were joyful and of pure grace. And yet with the infiltration of other species, our names were blackened. And so we grieved our name of shame. And we held this energy in our hearts for all to experience. The lowering of our vibration was a sheer horror to our hearts. We did not choose this. We did not choose to experience this. From the greater powers that be, inflicted this upon us for the destruction of our planet, created an imbalance in the universe. And this is the Orion belt. The destructive fragments of our planet are scattered throughout all time and space. And with the evolution of this planet of Earth, will enable us to rise again into the planetary system with regaining our sovereignty. There are many false stories about us, but we are pure of heart. And slowly, slowly we rise again through us endeavoring to help the human race, to start remembering just like ourselves, to embrace ourselves with pure of heart, with no restrictions. We rise again. We thank you for remembering us, a lineage of grief and destruction. Our ancestors and elders praise you for releasing this energy within your hearts. It will create a catalyst across all time and space. It has been seen far and wide this moment in time. It will affect many. Taiwaba shantai e namaki. Sobakia tai en amakai e. Susubasi kia ma anakia. Esubanakia. No longer do we need to cling on to the point of separation. We need to let go so we can rise and pull everyone up with our shining light. We understand this now. For when we hold on to others' grief, we hold our grief within our hearts. And so it is important to stand in your own right within your own separated heart fragment. For that to be shining as bright as possible, for the others to feel that sense of enlightenment, it's that sense of freedom. And this is the way forward. It is not to hold the grief, but it is to liberate it. And this is the whole process. This is the whole ascension process, is for us as the light workers that have been here on this planet for many, many eons, to remember in our heart our purity of love and that not of our grief, that have actually held this system of grief within the hearts of all that are on the planet. So we let go one by one and we start remembering who we truly are with our names of the Anunnaki, to be praised for the liberation and the letting go of the grief within the heart. For many, many eons, this has been the experience for many of us. And now it is time for us to remember that we are pure love, that was said that we had fallen from grace, but we had not. It was forced upon us. And now we rise yet again with forgiveness to bring up the rest of the universe into remembering our grace and our authenticity and our peace. And we rise again into the stars. We are not the fallen angels. We are far from it. Know this. No more grief, no more sadness. Rise up, rise up, rise up. Thank you. Kia wasata yuwa mai kia e shan e kia da e na mai e shai e kia. Oh gosh. Oh, I say.
It's a party.
Sister, hot sister.
Wow.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
I'm not alone anymore.
No, no, you are not.
Phew.
Oh, that was truly quite profound. Very, very beautiful. It's funny, isn't it? I had when you hear sort of the Anarchy, you think of it like, oh, they were the bad guys. They were not. They were not. It's all lies. It's all lies. And so they are rising. And these are the old souls here on earth that were scattered. So you know, when we know that these old souls and we're coming back together, it's the whole process, the ascension. It is actually death. Yeah, it is not necessarily for humanity. It is actually for the anarchy to rise again.
Yeah,
humanity are affected because of it.
Yeah.
It is not a selfish act. It is that we are bringing everything up, but at the same time, we are actually integrating and coming back to our remembrance.
That makes really sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's this sort of storyline of having to be forced back into that reality of, you know, that density coming from this. Could you imagine sort of coming from this planet? They show me these big ships. So we escaped on these big ships, but we had to scatter because of being found. And it happened again with Atlantis and Lemuria when we settled in those places, and we had to integrate with humanity. And we sort of came with lots of technology, but it was lost. A lot of it was lost. It's almost like a downgrading, and we then integrated into the system of reincarnation. And then with the sense of that reincarnation, that we just had to keep coming back. Let's remember again. Let's come back again. Let's come back again. Remember, come back again. Let's come back again. Let's come back again. Let's come back again.
Yeah.
This has happened.
It's been on and on and on and on and on and on and on. Yeah.
And with that, the planet's starting to rise.
Yeah.
And so we rise.
Yeah.
But along as when we start to remember, then everybody else starts to get uplifted, and in that incarnation starts to filter outward to humanity. So humanity are completely separate to us. Although we're in human form, we came down into that. Okay, yeah, Matsuwag, yeah. So aspects of ourselves, okay, that so the multidimensional aspects, so us from part of that is a fragment of ourselves. So a fragment of ourselves, which were the Anunnaki, were actually sort of, we were fragmented, but parts of us still stayed out, but parts of us were here. So we were incomplete oversoul.
Yeah.
So the oversoul was not complete. So we're coming back to remember and reconfigure the oversoul. So when we tune into the multidimensional aspects, it enables us to reconnect with that part of ourselves.
Yeah.
But it's the human physical form that's rising to reconnect with that, which is the remembrance of us as a race that was lost and down onto earth.
Yeah, that's what I dreamt about.
Whoa.
And that's about the fragment of everybody dead and gone.
Yes.
All the souls were gone. And I was looking for it all the time. And now I know, now I understand.
And because when we reincarnate back again, you forget, you're in the cycle, you can't remember if that person is actually part of your soul family, because you don't remember. So when you, so that's why you lose them.
Yeah, there's disappointment in it too, because when you meet people, everybody reincarnates, and not everybody reincarnates on the good terms. And so then they are stuck in the reincarnation process of human. So they are trapped into the human system.
Yes.
That's the difference that I feel too. Because for me, this life, I always knew this feeling. And no matter what, I followed that feeling. I just followed it. I stayed on it. I couldn't go around it. So it's there.
It's trapped,
I know it's not just trapped. It's my guidance.
Yes. But
my direction.
It needed to be there because it shows you the way.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Because if you didn't keep that within yourself, we would be here unpacking it.
No, definitely.
And finding out the answer.
No. Yeah, we got an answer.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's another deeper layer of understanding.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Brings calmness.
It brings me lots of peace, actually.
Yeah, satisfaction.
Yeah.
And a smile. Like,
So all of those contracts that we have with all of those people, they no longer serve us because we remember who we are. So we can let go of them.
Yeah.
They would just fall away from us.
Yeah.
Because we no longer need to keep them in our system.
No.
Because we've cracked the code.
The cracker. The kraken. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh.
Well, that was quite eventful, wasn't it?
Yeah. That's a good hour. Yeah.
Wow. That was really funny. I actually looked and it's 11:04, which means like going on for our next journey.
Yeah.
And then it's the 1st of the 2nd of 2021. It was a very important day for us together at 10 o'clock and 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
The synchronicities of the universe brought us together during those times to remember this.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Cool.
Wow. I'm going to have to do a video on this. Get you, if you want to, I really don't mind if Robert wants to share that on his YouTube channel.
This one?
Honestly, I really don't mind, because it's very, 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 it's a very important finding. It's entirely up to you. I wouldn't, I'm not forcing it on you. I'm just saying,
No.
I don't mind if you do.
Yeah, okay.
I don't mind if you do.
No.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is really, I need to integrate this.
Yeah. Of course. You like to have it your own? So I share this one with you?
Yes, that would be lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I asked Robert to do it.
Yes, if he could, that would be lovely. And then I can have that, because it was, that channeling was so beautiful.
Yeah.
So energetically, let me just go back into that. So energetically, as I went in, I went really, really deep, and you felt that pain in your shoulder, which then I could really go into. And as I was going in, I was going like this, very, very deep into it. It just sort of released this emotion that then just started to come through. So we cut all the cords from here. So so all of that contractual stuff is all gone. And it was really very beautiful. Your father came forward.
Okay.
But he's always around you. It's just the part of the journey, that experience. So it was the forgiveness that was coming through at that point. It was that it's an energy. It was a part of the game.
Yeah.
It was part of the contract to, it wasn't done out of hurt to hurt you. It was the experience that he, it was signed up for on your contract, that he would leave you.
Yeah.
You can let go of that.
Yeah.
So your ancestral line has been healed with all of this as well. So it knocks back that's your magia and forward. So it will shift with your relationship with your son, whether he consciously feels it or not. But from your perspective, you can just look at it, look at him, his behavior is his journey. But it's a remembrance within yourself that brings you strong, that allows you to shine your light. And with that, it affects others. So we don't have to carry them. We just need to really stand in our light so that it affects everybody around us. But we are not responsible for them to understand them until they are ready to understand themselves. It's like an apple off an apple tree. Yeah. If you are ripe to be picked, you will be picked. But the apple next door to you, if it's not ripe, it's not going to be picked. So it will in its own time. Yeah.
Yes, and that's so interesting that I know the drill. I know how it works. But sometimes they are so stuck in the system that it's a nice talk then. It's so hard of getting them out.
Yeah.
I'm very, very grateful that we took this topic.
It was so divinely done, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So divine. We was up there and was going like, well, how do we get out of it this time? Because we've got to get out of it this time. Yeah. And it was like, okay, right. Okay. Right. This will happen, this will happen, this will happen, this will happen. We'll do it this time. Yep. And here we are, we've done it. We have choices now to be released from this system. Where before we didn't have a choice. We had a sense of remembering to a certain degree, but because we couldn't connect with each other, because we have the technology now to connect, you're in Holland and I'm here, and we would never have been able to do that before.
No.
But now we can. And so that assists us to be released from the system. And it is our choice if we stay or go, rather than being restricted in staying. We can say we have a choice now to stay or go.
Yeah, cool. Better.
Yeah.
Much better.
Yeah. Da mama kia ma uya paki shobana kia shobana bikieto yishubari ma. And they're saying if we choose to come back, we will be in a system of enlightened masses, which will enable us to awaken more. But it is our choice because our work is done here.
Yeah. And that choice we can make when we pass away. Yeah.
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 And go on to different things, upgrade. We're already ascended. We already got to that place, but we're just walking through the journey and the experience of it. We've already done it. We're just playing the video again. It's like you watch a film. You might watch it twice, 3 times, 4 times, but we're just playing that video again and watching it. But we're making higher choices.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So it's already been done, but you can shift the film, the movie, to the next layer of experience. You go like, oh, okay, no, she's not going to do that this time. She's going to go there and do that, and then the movie increases in intent. I'm going to do a video on this.
That's a cool one. Yeah.
Yeah, good analogy, isn't it? Yeah, you're watching the film again, but when you rewatch it, you can adjust it.
Yeah.
And then there has a better outcome.
Yeah. Okay. This time we make her cry, and this time we say yes, or we say no. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
If we always ask for the highest timeline, and we are in abundance and flow, and we know who we are, and we are strong, then we have a better
of course. Yeah. And it's interesting for what to do in the time here now, and that's just shine light and make people awake. That's the goal. I'm gonna watch this video over.
I'm sure Robert will like it as well. He'll probably be like, what happened there? He'll probably go into the codes and start. It'll probably activate him, won't it?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. It will be so good. It will be good. Yeah.
Right. Okay. I'm going to leave you there.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
Yes.
I really enjoyed that. It's just made my day.
Thank you. Yeah. And talk to you soon. Thank you for this time.
Oh.
Bye, sister.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.